Alright, Shalom, Shalom. This is Brother Shamak. And I want to first off give all glory and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shah, Ba'ashem, Rakar Kadash, Barak Yahweh, Barak Yahweh Shah. And I want to give also double honors to the apostles and elders that are set up to oversee this tabernacle of David. And are we not commanded to give double honors to our teachers? We must be taught, and this all through the spirit of Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shah. We must be taught and guided in this truth to those that do teach sound doctrine and that do rule well. Alright. And also give all humble salutation and greetings to the brothers, to the Akim that's teaching and spreading this truth and sincerity. Basically doing the work of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah. Alright. And I just want to go into a video exhortation of not selling ourselves short in this faith along with the works. Not selling ourselves short, man. Not underestimating your impact as a man of the Lord, as a prophet. Alright. And with that, I want to start with Ezekiel chapter 33, verse 33. Right, it's highlighted. It says, and when this cometh to pass, lo, it will come. See, that's just these prophecies, because that's what we deal with. That's a high spirituality. It's these prophecies. We deal with these prophecies. It says, when this cometh to pass, and these scriptures are facts. It's going to happen. People are going to realize. It's going to be revealed unto them that a prophet was among them. But I'm going to finish the scripture. Lo, it will come. Then shall they know that a prophet had been among them. See that, and that's going to be, and that's going to include the heathen, the family and friends. It's just going to include everybody on the earth that walks the earth, man. That a prophet had been among them. Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah is going to make his spirit known among all nations. And that's with the heathen Gentiles, and that's with the Gentiles of Israel. Alright. Because we were set up, and they're going to understand that we were set up to win souls. Let me get that precept. Proverbs 11:30. It's highlighted. Yeah, it's highlighted. Alright. See, Proverbs chapter 11, verse 30. The fruit of the righteous is a tree of life, and he that winneth souls is wise. See, that's our ultimate goal when we out there doing the work. Walking, being that example, went to win souls, man, so we can get out of here, man. So we get out of this captivity, out of this hell condition. You see, and it's all through the power and in the spirit of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah. All right, I just want to get a quick. I think it's in 1 Samuel chapter 10, verse 6. Yeah, because the spirit come upon us. All right, and it's from 1 Samuel chapter 10, verse 6. And the spirit of Yahweh will come upon thee, and thou shalt prophesy with them, and shall be turned to another man. All right, when we see these prophets among us, man, that's how we come into this truth. Because we got to see the prophets along with the signs and wonders. That's those prophecies. All right. And be turned into another man. You put on that mortal coat and put on that immortal. All right. The corruptible body and put on that incorruptible body. That's all that is. While we in the old, I think I want the Numbers 11:25. But yeah, no, don't underestimate. Don't sell yourself short in this truth, man. In this walk, because we're gonna be judged according to our works. It doesn't get any more plain than that. This truth is simple. It's more simple than you think. It's not rocket science. You have to get down, you lay down, man. Simple as that. It ain't too much. It ain't too much sympathy in this truth, man. It's lead the emotions to the women. You know, Yahweh's calling the men into this thing, into the spiritual thing of ours. All right, but I read Numbers 11, chapter 11, verse 25. And Yahweh came down in a cloud and spake unto him, and took the spirit. And took of the spirit that was upon him and gave it unto the 70 elders. And it came to pass that when the spirit rested upon them, they prophesied and did not cease. See, non-stop. They prophesied non-stop. They was in the spirit through the Rakar Kadash non-stop. Doing the work. Not selling yourself short. Sometimes you are going to get weak in the spirit. You're going to get down in the spirit. But you got to push yourself, man. Be zealous. And what is zealous? Zelotes. The Edomites are zealous is zelotes. You got to uphold, defend the gospel. All right. Not selling yourself short, man. Not bullshitting, basically. That's what it is. I'm get 2nd Ezra chapter 2 verse 33 because it's too many Akim in this spiritual thing of ours just sitting behind the scenes. All right. We got to make our call and election sure. I know we all got to work out our own salvation, but we also got to extort one another also, as the scriptures say. Extort your brother, man. Encourage, motivate. All right. This is 2nd Ezra chapter 2 verse 33. Esdras was dealing. Yahweh was dealing with Esdras on a very high level, man, showing him these end time visions. All right. Esdras received a charge of the Lord upon Mount Oreb. All right. And are we not receiving this charge of the Lord right now? He gave us this spiritual gift through the Ruach HaKodesh of that knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. Did we not receive that charge? To whom much is given, much is required. That I shall go into Israel, because we know this word is for Israel. We're not worried about the heathen, but we will rebuke the heathen if necessary. All right. But when I came unto them, they set me at naught and despised the commandment of the Lord. See, this 2/3 of Israel, man, they despise the commandment of the Lord. They despise their own heritage without knowing. They despise their own history without knowing. They despise their own future without knowing. They despise their own kingdom without knowing. All right. But it's all going to be known in a day, as Ezekiel 33 and 33 states, that a prophet was among them. And people admit they chew a prophet in today's. But it's just the spirit. This thing is spiritual, man. All right. And while we in Ezra, let me just slide over. I think it's chapter 8. 2nd Ezra chapter 8 verse 45. Yeah, man, they despise, and you're gonna be hated for this truth. That's just, the scriptures are it doesn't get more simple. The scriptures are life, man. These words are life. It says, "Be not wroth with us, but spare thy people." See, and this is a form of Yahweh Bahashim Yahushua sparing us. Him even allowing us to see these hidden parables and secrets of the scriptures, cause this book is sealed, man. All right, be not wroth with us, but spare thy people and have mercy upon thy own inheritance, for thou art merciful unto thy creature. See, he's been merciful unto us, man. But we cannot take it for granted, because it can easily be taken away. It can easily be taken away. All right, even him deceiving us while in this truth. I'm gonna get that because that's a strong precept. I'm gonna get Ezekiel chapter 14 verse 9. I always have to say this to brothers. Ezekiel chapter 14 verse 9. And if the prophet be deceived when he has spoken a thing, I Yahweh have deceived that prophet. See how terrible that is, bro. See how this man is not no soft. He's not no soft man. He's not a soft man of the Lord, man. All right, and I will stretch out my hand upon him and will destroy him from the midst of my people Israel. See, basically being taken out the truth. But ultimately, he just sending you up to get destroyed, and with the ultimate judgment of the World War III, that nuclear warfare, man. Then to deceive that prophet, that was just that was a side note, man. I just had to pull it out, man. But I wanted to get after Jeremiah, Lamentations chapter 4 verse 16. He's not a respecter of persons, man. This man is terrible. We are to only fear him. All right. This is Lamentations chapter 4 verse 16. The anger of Yahweh have divided them. He will no more regard them. They respected not the persons of the priests. They favored not the elders. All right. Not humble, man. Now you get a little bit of knowledge and act the fool, man. Act the damn fool, man. You found out you're an Israelite and learn a few scriptures and just go to being knowledge puffing up. You just get puffing up. So that's just what Yahweh do, man. He divided. We already understand. He already divided Israel amongst these heathen, but he also divided the elect among Israel. All right. As for us, our eyes have as yet failed for our vain help. In our watching, we have watched for a nation that cannot save us. All right. There goes them coons, man. Still cooning for the heathens, man. For these Chinese, Japanese, so-called white men, Africans. You see, man, all these other nations, man, Arabs. Man, work out your own salvation, man. Worry about your people, man. 12 tribes of the children of Israel, man. Alright. I wanted to get Mark chapter 1, verse 1. The beginning of the gospel of Yahushua HaMashiach, the Son of God, as it is written in the prophets, behold, I send my messenger before thy face. See, and who are those messengers, man? The angels. Who is those angels? Who is those angels on the physical realm? The prophets of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. Alright? That's willing to give up everything for the gospel's sake, for his sake. Alright? Which shall prepare thy way before thee. The voice of one crying in the wilderness, prepare ye the way of the Lord. Make his path straight. Alright? Teaching them these laws, statutes, commandments. Cleansing their ways, man. Making their path straight. And then that will lead into them keeping the faith and enduring in the faith and through the patience. Alright? That's what that is, man. That's your duty is to win these souls, man. Doing the work of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. If we don't do the work, what are we in this thing for? Apply what you know. Whatever that talent may be. Alright. Psalms chapter 2, verse 10. Be wise now, therefore, O ye kings. Be instructed, ye judges of the earth. See, and people get mad at us when we judge and rebuke the evil ways. But are we not the judges of the earth? Alongside through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua? Are we not the judges of the earth? It says, serve the Lord with fear. Serve Yahweh with fear and rejoice with trembling. Alright? We see we're gonna be in good cheer through these trials and tribulations. Cause we understand what is all for. And who is all for. Alright, and it's all for the Most High and the Son. And we serve Yahweh with fear. That fear is that beginning of wisdom. You gotta have that fear. You don't know when he can end your times, man. You don't know when he gonna punch your clock. When it's over with. Alright, verse 12. Kiss the Son, lest he be angry and ye perish from thy way, when his wrath is kindled but a little. Blessed are all they that put their trust in him. So we gotta put, let me just get that Proverbs. I love the scripture. Proverbs 16:9. We gotta put our trust in him, man. Have that faith. You gotta have that faith. A man's heart deviseth his way. See our own stupid emotions and imaginations of our mind have us going astray. Can have us going off. But Yahweh directed his steps. See, and he directed his steps through the scriptures. Through this knowledge, wisdom, and understanding of the Ruach HaKodesh. Alright, I love that scripture right there. But I want to go to Isaiah chapter 42, verse 9. Not 8, 9. It's Isaiah chapter 42, verse 9. Behold, the former things are come to pass, and new things I do declare. See, and the new things are declared through who? The prophets, the man of the Lord. Alright, and the former things are come to pass. Those prophecies are coming to pass. Before they spring forth, I tell you of them. Alright. It's all given through the prophet, through the man of the Lord, man. Don't underestimate your power that he has given you, that spiritual gift he has blessed you with. That wisdom, knowledge, and understanding he has blessed you with. That talent he has blessed you with. Because it can easily be taken away. Alright. This is Sirach chapter 42, verse 19. Right, these hidden things I was speaking of. He declared the things that are past, and for to come and reveal the steps of hidden things. Is that not what we do as men of the Lord? Do we not study ourselves to prove so we may reveal the steps of the hidden things for the things that are come in the history of the things that are past? This is much weirdness on the flesh, man. And it's truth, man. It can be overwhelming. But that's the whole thing. That's why you gotta endure to the end. Cause some won't endure sound doctrine. I might well get the precept while I said it. Since I said it. Alright. See, I'm gonna start at verse 2. And that's 2 Timothy chapter 4, verse 2. Preach the word, be instant, in season, out of season. Reprove, rebuke, exhort with all long suffering and doctrine. See? Sound doctrine, man. Preaching that word in season, out of season, 24/7. Rebuking, motivating, encouraging, edifying, extorting. Slag if I said that twice. Verse 3. For the time will come when they will not endure sound doctrine. See, everybody's not going to endure sound doctrine. Get out your feelings, man. Everybody's not going to endure sound doctrine. But after their own lusts shall they heap to themselves teachers having itching ears. See, that's them getting tossed to and fro from doctrine and being turned into fables. I might as well get the scripture since I was going to get it later, I think. Verse 4, and they shall be turned away their ears from the truth. See? Having itching ears, man, diving into all types of philosophies and strange doctrines. Alright? Such as one example, trying to debunk the 12 tribes chart. Tripping, man. Just talking and just saying stuff. And you know you reaching when you saying, we just don't know. Man, you reaching, bro. Do it through the scriptures. The hell? Tripping, bro. Verse 5. 2 Timothy chapter 4, verse 5. But watch thou in all things, endure afflictions. See, we enduring these afflictions, man. We enduring these afflictions. Be strong, man. Be strong. We gotta tell ourselves. We gotta tell our brothers. We gotta tell everybody, man. That's in this walk of ours, in this spiritual thing of ours. Do the work of an evangelist. Make full proof of thy ministry. Make full proof of our ministry, man. Make your call and election sure. All right. Make full proof of thy ministry. All right. This is not a game. This is not a game at all. I don't like. Let me see. Verse 4. Let me start at verse 4. No, let me freak. What? Matthew chapter 10, verse 39. He that findeth his life shall lose it. He that loseth his life for my sake shall find it. It's all for the kingdom, man. We lose the pleasures and riches of this world for the gospel's sake, for Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah. And that's a strong following to take. It's just taking up that cross, man. He that received you received me. He that received me received him that sent me. That prophet, man. You humble down and take this truth, man. And then you just being also received through Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah. Alright? He's saying he that received me received him that sent me. Because we all being sent, man. We all being charged, man. We all being called. Alright? He that received a prophet in the name of a prophet shall receive a prophet's reward. And he that received a righteous man, the neighbor of a righteous man, shall receive a righteous man's reward. And whosoever shall drink unto one of these little ones of a cup of cold water, only in the name of a disciple, verily I say unto you, he shall in no wise lose his reward. So we got to drink of that cup. We got to drink of this cup, man. It's a sweet but bitter cup, man. This is a sweet but bitter cup. We got to drink of that cup as a disciple, as a learner. All right. I think I wanted to get one more scripture, man. I just want to go into this not selling ourselves short. We cannot sell ourselves short, man. You should be able to look back and be like, okay, man, I did all I could. I did all I could. I'm satisfied. But if it wasn't enough, it just wasn't enough. It wasn't predestined. All right. Sirach chapter 33, verse 17. Consider that I labor not for myself only, but for all of them that seek learning. See? We out here to win these souls, man. without doing this work, man, we are not gonna get out of here. Consider that I labor not for myself only. See, this is not for ourselves, man. We're not studying ourselves to prove for just ourselves. All right, but for all them that seek learning. All right. It's for the nation, 12 tribes of children of Israel, man. That's who it's for. All right. It is, and that I think that's all I wanted to get on right now concerning never underestimating basically our prophetic impact. All right. I think that's all I wanted to get on, but all glory to Yahweh by Hashem, Yahweh Shai by Hashem, Rakar Kadash. This is Brother Shamak. And I just want to say endure, keep the faith along with the works. All right. I just want to say Shalom.